Hello, and welcome to our biome. As you can see, our biome is located in the area between the back of C-120 and Mission Boulevard. In this area, there's a coniferous tree and two deciduous trees which have been identified as short-leaf pine trees. The grass that covers the ground has been identified as centipede grass, and there is an abundance of pine cones on the grass, especially near the base of the pine trees. Litter could also be seen all over the grass, probably due to the students that frequent this area before school, during lunch, and after school.
Behind the C-120 building, and it's next to Mission Boulevard. So this is basically our biome. And initially, this is a map I drew. So initially, before it had more animals and plants, as you can see here. But then now, finally, there's more dry patches and less animals, and the trees are basically, the leaves are dying out. So these are patches of dead grass. So the reason why there's less organisms in this area is because all the water, and we're in a drought and there's less water in the area. So all the organisms have migrated to other areas to find more water, and the plants kind of competed for water. So then that's why there's some dead areas of grass here. So the organisms we have are, there's a tree and another tree and a tree over there. So those are three trees in our biome. And there used to be crows and seagulls and blue jays. And they would usually be in that tree or the other tree over there. And there would be at least 5 to 6 squirrels moving around here in this area. Then it seems they have moved on to other areas. So around us would be a lot of flies and ants on the ground. And then it seems due to the drought that they also have moved on. And because of the sunlight, its intensity kind of made the environment to uninhabitable.
In our biome, there were a wide range of animals. There were squirrels, crows, seagulls, ants, wasps, bumblebees, butterflies, moths, spiders, and snails. For each species, we made a prediction about what will happen to each population density over time. We said the population density of squirrels will increase over time, and that the crows would appear and fly over randomly, so it would be hard to pinpoint what will happen to that population density. We believe the seagull population will remain stable, and that the ant population will also remain stable, as well as the trees within the area, and that the wasp population will most likely go up as the temperatures rise. We also think that there will be more grass at the end of our observation days.
quadrant is about a foot by foot, so a foot this way, a foot this way, and each little square you see within the quadrant is an inch by inch. So how we did our quadrants that way was, what we did was that we walked along the grass area, and then when we saw an organism, let's say there's an organism here, we put it down, and then when we put it down, we kind of count how many organisms we see within our foot by foot area, and then we keep in mind that number, and then we walk again until we see more organisms, and then we put it down again, and then we did that for our whole area, which is about 70 feet by 20 feet.
As you can see on our data tables and graphs, there were some major fluctuations in population densities from week to week. For example, some weeks we would see about 3 or 4 squirrels every day, and when on other weeks, we wouldn't see any squirrels at all. We noticed that as the temperature got hotter, reaching high 80s and low 90s, there were more wasps and bees outside. During those times, no squirrels were seen at all. When the temperature dropped, there were less wasps and bees, but there were a number of squirrels and birds. We also noticed on the days after it had rained that there were typically more organisms outside and more activity. For our ultimate question, this is what we asked. How come the population of squirrels increases? This is our approximate answer. As the temperature gets warmer, more squirrels will come out. This is our ultimate answer. As the spring approached, the squirrel population comes out of hibernation, and the mating season then begins, and young are born. As a result, there is a major increase in the number of squirrels.